Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Herb's Comic Book Journey. This week, I figured we can go back into the DC universe. And what better character, well, not good guy, but a bad guy, a villain. What better villain to go and talk about than Deathstroke? And this is going to be the origin story of him. So it's going to be the New 52 Deathstroke issue 0. But before we get into that, let's go and talk about our sponsors. First one is FNX Fit. Want to be the best you? Want to go out and get yourself a good workout? Want to relax afterwards? Go and get yourself some FNX Fit. They have pre-workout mix. They have whey proteins. They have CBD products that you can go ahead and get yourself to feel good right afterwards after you working out and trying to get the best you. So why not go on to blurdsandwhiskey.com? Go and click on our sponsors area and go and check out FNX Fit. You can go ahead and get 15% off by putting in the promo code FNX Blurds13. Once again, that's FNX Blurds13. Okay, so let's start this off. We have an ambitious guy by the name of Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson he goes into the military at 16. Graduates at the top of his class. He's like one of the best that's out there. Not one of, he is the best that's out there. Just wrecking shot on every single thing that he has a chance to to take over. He's just demolishing everything. But he graduates and to try to get trained for early new type of he's getting trained to go into this new type of war. Only thing about it is the person who's training him, he really don't fuck with because it's a woman. And her name is Adeline. The only thing about Adeline is he starts to gain respect when he sees that she ain't about that bullshit. She's basically just running. It was like a little tutorial shootout thing, and then she just basically just murdered the shit. He was thoroughly impressed. So Adeline trained him, and originally he called her. He was like, "I'm very impressed, Captain." She was like, "No, my name is Adeline." He was like, "Well, your name is the teacher." So as for this group, this war that he was training for, it was a special unit. It was an elite COVID unit containing of the best called the Team 7. Now, this Team 7 contained not only Slade Wilson, it was Grifter, Bronson, Dina Drake, Amanda Waller, Alex Fairchild, and Kurt Lance. So all these guys are the best of the best, but Slade he's a natural born leader, and he's not a follower. So he just says, you know, I'm gonna be the leader of this group. In the midst of him, in one of their first missions, he led the way, but in the midst of that, he also got shot up because he missed a sniper that was pretty much just checked him out and shot him up. He took a real bad beating, took the brunt of the beating, and when he got back to the medical staff, the medical staff wanted to make him not only better than what he was, but they wanted to make a super soldier out of him who has faster agility, more strength, more stamina. Just make him a top-notch super soldier. And in the midst of him trying to recover, him and Adeline get a little closer. Even so close to the point to where they get married. So everything is going pretty good until he finds out that his homie Wintergreen is captured. Now, Wintergreen came in the same time as he did when they were getting into the military. While Slade took the lesser way to get to where he's at, Wintergreen has been doing it the traditional way. Now, Slade finds out that, hey, Wintergreen has been captured by this cartel, and he's basically begging everybody, hey, I need to pull a favor. I need to go ahead and try to get my mans back. Only thing is, he pulled a lot of favors, and he basically got it. He got the chance to get him, and he put a mask on. He just went through and fucked everybody up, one by damn one of those cartel members. Over, finito, done, whatever you want to call it. And that was the day that Deathstroke, the Terminator, was created. So as this legend grew, as he pretty much just got into this new mindset that he was Deathstroke, the Terminator, or whatever you want to call him, he goes ahead and started doing mercenary work. He's doing whatever work he can do, just taking out the bad guys one by one by one by one. He is the shit. Violent motherfucker. It's phenomenal. He starts gaining this notoriety of, like, he's the guy that you call if you want to get shit done. And but in the midst of this, he has 2 sons and Adeline waiting for him at home, because he's barely home. He's always out on the road just murking people and shit. So, but he keeps telling her, like, hey, I'm doing this for a good reason. I'm trying to take out the bad guys and everything. So she's like, yeah, whatever. I want my husband. Only thing about it is, in the midst of him taking out all these people, he makes some enemies. And those enemies came back and basically broke into when Adeline and the kids were at home. So Adeline, being the woman that she is, that is been a hellraiser with any type of gun that you can imagine, she goes ahead and defends the house while Slade is not there. And these bad guys that's coming in trying to kill him, she pretty much holds her ground. Now, mind you, it is Adeline there with both of Slade's kids, but it's also Wintergreen's son Peabody that's in there as well. Now, she holds her own. She does. She fights the good fight and takes as many of those soldiers out as much as she can. But then she doesn't see the RPG missile that's pretty much comes in and just takes out the whole entire area. Now, the only reason why Grant and Peabody are able to be alive, Grant is the oldest son of Slade. The youngest son was murdered in the blast. They were able to survive because they hid in the midst of the fight. And so yeah, Slade found out, and he tapped into Deathstroke and took out every single person that was involved in the act. If you were involved, if you had anything to do with it, it didn't matter if you were loading up the bullets or actually firing off rounds or just the secretary or whatever the fuck it was. You got these bullets. Every bullet had a name on them. And unfortunately, in the midst of it, as he was getting ready to kill the last person, one of the people shot him in the eye, which is why he has that iconic eye patch on. And yeah, and he murks him too. Now, dealing with this grieving process, the only way that can make him feel better, he would go ahead and continue his mercenary work. Now he did, and as his name grew as far as like one of the top mercenaries, he went ahead and taught his son Grant how to become a trained killer just like him. And Peabody began to work with them as well, as far as just trying to set out missions. And that is the origin story of Deathstroke. I myself was thoroughly impressed by this story. I didn't know much about him at all, Deathstroke, and I was thoroughly entertained. This motherfucker is like, in my opinion, and I may be wrong, and I'm pretty sure anybody can go ahead and correct me, he's kind of like the DC version of the Punisher. I thought the motherfucker was nice. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was thoroughly entertained. But yeah, that concludes the comic review for Deathstroke, New 52, issue number 0. Now, let's talk about this second sponsor that we got here, the Beard Struggle. And you know what? Just check this out. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, enough said on this side. Catch you guys later. I hope you guys enjoy this comic book review. And enjoy your week. Deuces.